Good morning! My name is Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hippie Me. Today is Saturday, December 18th, and you may have noticed during Pretty Hippie Christmas that I have not been posting literally every day. I've been posting a lot, but not every single day. And I made the choice early on to do that so that, one, I don't lose my sanity, because I've got a lot of other stuff going on this month besides Pretty Hippie Christmas, but also because I wanted to be able to have days where I do fun things like this. So today we are going to New York City with my sister, and I'm really excited about it. I haven't been to New York for a very long time. Masks are mandated, as well as bringing your vaccination card, so we have all that stuff. We are a little bit on the road right now. We just stopped to get some coffees. Thank you, honey. We're running a tiny bit late, but we're really late for being early, so we should really just become on time. We are going to drive from southeastern Connecticut over to New Haven. And then we're going to take the New Haven train into New York, and my sister's going to meet us at one of the stops along the way, and then we're going to spend the day in New York City. We're going to do a little bit of touristy stuff, a little bit of shopping. It's the first time I've been to New York in like 3 to 5 years, and it's Elle's first time going in like a decade. There we go. I just have this light. It's going to be very lax, very go with the flow. My Christmas present this year is my boyfriend is going to pay for like my trip for this whole thing. So like he bought my train ticket, and he's going to pay for my dinner and whatever else we end up doing. That's my Christmas present. So thanks, baby. I'm going to show Elle some landmarks from my first year of college. I went to school in New Jersey, and I would go from Connecticut into New York via MTA, and then walk over from Grand Central to Penn Station, and then take Amtrak from Penn Station into New Jersey to get to my school. That would be my route back and forth. So I've definitely established a certain path and some landmarks and some familiarity with New York from that time in my life, from that first year in college. So we're going to show Elle some of those, but mostly we're going to be exploring and like vibing and having fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
A little scared. Already starting to get wigged out by city living.
Oh baby, there's only more and more city to see.
Yeah, but I'll be on foot, so I get to have it.
We made it to the station perfectly on time. I'm so excited. So we have plenty of time now to like find our track, and we snagged a parking spot right next to the stairwell, so we'll be able to find our car nice and easy. And I'm already cold because I didn't wear pants, so it's gonna be fun out there today, kids. My NYC outfit brought me back to my college days, with tights, shorts, and boots from Torrid, and an Eloquii sweater dress, not to mention a fun leather bag that my boyfriend's mom got me a couple Christmases ago, plus my favorite umbrella, which we brought because the forecast said rain, but then it never got past a sprinkle all day, so we carried it all around NYC for no reason, basically. That was great. I hope the sound quality comes out okay in this vlog. I am not going to be able to use my microphone as much as I want to today, but it's a lot less crowded than I thought it would be the Saturday before Christmas, so that's very helpful. Once we had each gone to the bathroom, it was time to find track 14, which is where our 8:18 train would take us out of New Haven and into New York City. I have to say this train station, which it was my very first time being there, it's very well laid out, so it was easy for us to find where we were going. And the way that these tunnels underneath are laid out cancels a lot of echo, so it was very easy for us to hear each other. And had it been a normal, busy Saturday before Christmas in New Haven, it would have really helped us hear each other over everybody else who was in the tunnel with us. I also decided I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you that I love dome umbrellas because they come down lower over your head and shoulders and really protect you from the wind and the rain better than other umbrellas where the sides don't come down as low and the wind can blow and make you cold and wet. So my official recommendation is dome umbrellas. Finally, the moment we'd all been waiting for arrived.
Attention customers, please be advised that this is the final boarding call for the Metro North train 6515 to Grand Central Terminal, scheduled to depart at 8:18 a.m. on track 14.
We're on the train to New York.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
City, I don't know why. I'm just overwhelmed.
It's okay.
I'm not mortally scared, but I'm not,
Yeah.
I don't know any of this stuff. This is not my element.
Yeah, that's okay, honey. Are you okay? Sorry. As empty as the train had been in New Haven, it started filling up pretty quickly. So by the time we got to the Bridgeport stop to pick up Joy, she had to squeeze in with us in this 3-seater. But it was okay, because we all knew each other and we were gonna go have a good time in New York. And as much as Elle is a country mouse who is scared by the big city, I am very much a city mouse myself, so I loved getting back into New York City that day. Hey Joy. Hi. We're in New York. We made it to New York. This trip reminded me how close I truly am to the city, how accessible it is right now because train tickets are a little cheaper thanks to the pandemic, and how much fun we can have in a short period of time because we weren't there like all day. You know, we did a day trip and then we left around 4:30. So we got back by bedtime, which is what I always love. Anyway, we arrived in Grand Central and I took some scenic footage for those subscribers of mine who maybe have not been here before. I hope I can give you some of the experience of what it's like to take a train into Grand Central and see New York a little bit during this vlog.
Anna,
What?
come here.
I'm vlogging. Hold on. We started by getting a little grab-and-go breakfast from Zaro's before we left Grand Central. It smells very good. I think I smell like onion bagel a lot. We had 3 to 4 important destinations in mind that day. One was Rockefeller Center, an important tourist stop for all 3 of us. Secondly, Times Square, which was more kind of novel for my boyfriend than me and Joy necessarily, but always a fun time. Thirdly, along the way, we wanted to make sure that we stopped and got some interesting food somewhere. And fourth, since the stores in New York are unlike anywhere else in the world, we did indulge in a little bit of Christmas shopping and just us shopping. Because everybody's in a rush in New York.
Anna, did you hear me serenading you?
I didn't know you were serenading me. I thought you were just singing. Thank you. It just so happened that the first good stops along our route were some shopping places. We started at Sephora, where we spent 20 minutes, a half hour or so. And then we found ourselves in the biggest Barnes & Noble any of us had ever been in our lives. So we started with some Christmas shopping there, but we ended by looking at stuff for ourselves that we really liked. Because there was definitely some neat stuff there. Next up, we went off in search of Rockefeller Center. This was my first time seeing the Saks Fifth Avenue Christmas store window display, and I didn't realize until I listened to a recent episode of Stuff You Should Know that it was like a legendary thing every year. There's Joy! The way that Saks does their store windows around Christmas time.
And baby.
But now that I've been there and now that I've seen it, I understand the hype, not gonna lie. Now, at first we didn't realize how close Saks Fifth Avenue was to Rockefeller Center, so we kept on walking, but it all turned out okay because we eventually found our way, and in the meantime, we had a couple of fun experiences.
Well, we did it.
Yeah.
What I had that $2 for, and I was ready.
That was your goal for the day.
Happy with that plan.
Yeah. I'm practicing my vlogging. Well, I'm doing this thing where it's... Pause?
Like this thing does not know where we are.
Yeah, it's all the... We can pause. This is 54th. We had to turn around and do a bit more walking, but finally we found our way to Rockefeller Center, our first big tourist stop for the day. I was really glad we took a chance to go there during this trip because I've never been there before, for Christmas or otherwise, despite walking through New York City countless times during my first year of college. As impressive as the tree and all the decorations look from afar, they're even better up close, I've got to tell ya. There's an ice skating rink. I didn't know it was so like low down. Yo. Hi. It's like a video selfie.
Oh my god.
I guess. Hi.
Hi.
Ah, I get so brighted out when I start filming this thing. I love you.
I love you.
That's all. Like any other Connecticut resident, I try my best to be savvy when I'm in New York, but I'm glad I allowed myself to be a tourist for once and indulge in just going to see Rockefeller Center, wishing that I could ice skate, and taking the time to just stop and look at this landmark and take probably the best, most beautiful B-roll footage of this area that anybody ever has. Yes, I believe that that is me. We continued down the street a little bit to take a look at what we could see of NBC Studios and Radio City Music Hall. And I also noticed that there was an anthropology store in the area, so of course we had to visit there. To make a long story short, we walked around the anthropology in hopes that I would find an actual plus-size section on the floor in the store, but unfortunately this anthropology location suffered from the same problem that every anthropology seems to. While it has plenty of space to host a plus-size section in their store, they chose not to, and instead only offer whatever sale items they happen to have, which are usually returns from what people have bought online. So it definitely limited what was available for me. I didn't end up trying anything on or buying anything. And I was a little disappointed, not gonna lie, but I didn't let it rain on my New York City Day parade. There was too much else to do and see. Our next mission was to find Times Square, which we approached from the opposite direction of where I was used to, so it was a little bit disorienting for me, and I took a second to explain this to Elle. The other side of it is the angle like you're used to seeing when you see
This is that building.
Times Square, yeah.
Building.
Yeah. So. We walked into the center of Times Square so that we had more space to just look around and absorb everything going on around us. At this point, we had done a lot of walking. My feet were killing me, so we found a little place to sit and we talked about where we were going to get lunch. To be honest with you, it was more difficult than I expected it to be to just like map your way to a nearby restaurant. So we ended up just getting up and walking around, passing some really delightful classic New York City sights like the off-brand dress-up people who want to take your picture for free and then make you pay for it, and the people selling tickets to stuff, all of the classic Times Square personalities you'd ever want to meet if it was your first time there in 10 years like it was for Elle. And we just hoped that we'd walk around and find something to eat. We just wanted to avoid a Starbucks or McDonald's or something we could eat at home anytime. Pretty soon we came upon someplace I'd always wanted to go.
Bubba Gump, that would be fun.
Thankfully the others agreed, and that's where we ended up going for lunch. I'd always wanted to go to Bubba Gump because I really love Cajun food and Cajun flavors and spices. I knew in the back of my head that it was somewhat related to the movie Forrest Gump, but I didn't realize until I got into the gift shop on the bottom floor of the restaurant how related they were. For some reason I thought that Bubba Gump was like a standalone restaurant that maybe the movie referenced, but didn't like make such an integral part of the movie. Even if that's the case, the restaurant makes the movie an integral part of itself and its branding. It was very interesting to see. We don't just have souvenir t-shirts and hoodies. We have a blanket, very nice and warm for the winter. Another blanket. A kitchen linen set with shrimp. We have an actual little shrimp guy. Isn't he adorable? Before you eat him, you should get to know him, you know? We got some ping pong paddles individually sold. Got this thing. Those are always fun. Some nice movie references, movie quotes, and Curious George books. Ooh, 75th anniversary edition. Great for a real fan with an audiobook by John Krasinski. That's so cool. So that's what's going on at the Bubba Gump merch shop. After a very tolerable waiting time, we were taken upstairs and seated in a very themed dining room. But it was a really nice, fun, laid-back aesthetic, and I gotta say, the menu was very affordable, so you will not be paying an arm and a leg to eat at Bubba Gump. Like, if you need a place to go with a family, this is a good spot.
Can I have my cool-down hat, baby?
Oh, yeah, baby. We've got a hat switch happening right now.
Thanks. Oh, good fuzz.
Yeah, all the fuzz is coming off my sweater.
Here's your fuzz.
Oh, thank you.
Here's the hat. So while we're at it.
I decided to get the jambalaya, which is always my go-to choice for Cajun food. And I really appreciated that theirs had shrimp, chicken, sausage, and ham. Like, I love a rice dish with a bunch of meat. I loved it. Joy got some breaded fried shrimp with some french fries and coleslaw, and it seemed like she liked it. I didn't ask her though, but I think she did. Elle got some seafood hush puppies and some shrimp mac and cheese, and he said that those were good. My jambalaya was good. It wasn't as spicy as I thought it would be. Like, I've had better jambalaya other places, and it just kind of cemented for me that the whole point of going to this restaurant is much more for a movie fan experience than for great food. But it was still good. It was solid. Our final stop for the day was the Forever 21 near Times Square, because I knew for sure that they had a plus size section, and I just wanted some like cheap, cute, comfy clothes, because I knew that I had my week off coming up. My boyfriend had offered to pay for like any things that I wanted to get while I was on this trip because it was part of my Christmas gift, and I figured Forever 21, I could go in there and get several things, but it wouldn't be too expensive, so I wouldn't feel really guilty about it. Honest to God, I was mostly looking for a black long-sleeved crop top that was a little oversized, which I thought it would be simple and easy to find, but I couldn't find one.
I'm definitely going to look at the plus sale stuff.
The sale section was definitely where I struck gold at the end of the day, and I'll tell you more about my haul at the end of the video. But I was happy to see some different kind of interesting styles from Forever 21 that I have not seen there before. Some more boho chic, vintage chic leaning stuff, which I love, so I was happy to see it for sure.
Hi, you're a mannequin.
When our shopping trip wrapped up, it was a little after 4 o'clock. Joy let us know that there was a 4:34 train to New Haven, which would take all of us back where we belonged, so we decided to end our day and head toward Grand Central again. We passed by Bryant Park and the library, which are two pretty nostalgic landmarks for me because I always used to walk past them when I was walking to and from Penn Station during my college years, taking the train pretty often. We definitely want to go back to see those sites, and this whole trip reminded me how close I am to New York City and how accessible it can be to go spend a day there. So who knows, hopefully we'll be back soon. Finally, our day trip to New York, full of shopping and sightseeing and lots of walking, came to an end when we saw Grand Central Station's red and green arches off in the distance. We hurried inside and found our train on track 20.
This is it.
And got there even earlier than we thought we did. We had plenty of time to get settled before the train ride home. We're home from New York. I got some clothes at Forever 21 that my boyfriend paid for as part of my Christmas present. I'm very tired. It was a very, it wasn't even that long of a day, but it was very active and fun and stimulating and overwhelming, so it was fun. But so I got this sweater at Forever 21, and this was the most expensive thing. It was like $28, but it was on sale, so it only ended up being like between $20 and $21, so it was nice. And I got 2 crop tops that were on sale, and they were $5 each, and they were 3X's, and they fit me. So is this sweater. And then I also got 2 pairs of bike shorts, high-waisted bike shorts, that were on clearance for $1 each. And I got those in a 3X and they fit me. I feel like Forever 21's size 3X, the last time I tried them out, was smaller than it is now. Maybe they've expanded their sizes a little bit to fit, because I'm like a size 24 pants right now. And their stuff fits me, at least these stretch items, so that's pretty cool. And the shirts fit me, so that was great. One was fitted, one was oversized, and they both fit me. The sweater is kind of in between, and that fits me. So I'm very happy about that. So my boyfriend got me that as part of the Christmas experience, and that was very fun. Thank you, baby. And then the 3 of us just got tired and went home. And now we're eating Ben & Jerry's and hanging out with the cats after leaving them alone all day. We're both tired. We're gonna eat Ben & Jerry's and go to sleep. My flavor is topped chocolate caramel cookie dough. It is decadent and exactly what I need right now. That was our day in New York City, having some Christmas fun. So thank you so much for watching. Please let me know any thoughts that you have in the comments below. Have you been to New York City around Christmas time before? Tell me any stories that you have, any experiences that you've had. I'd love to hear them. And while you're down there commenting, I hope that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and set your notifications to all so you can keep in touch with everything going on here in the neighborhood. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you and your time and the fact that you are spending your time here with me. So much love. Bye.